The thing that you guys liked about Charlie Kirk was you liked that he was vile.
Y'all couldn't beat him in a political debate, so y'all celebrating what happened to him.
Black people, can y'all please stop acting like the reason why y'all mocking Charlie Kirk's death is because of his political views or his racism that he spurs? It's none of that. It's him holding you accountable to something that you're not willing to change.
Ain't no way in hell I'm seeing the same people that were saying R.P. King Von talking about Charlie Kirk. Hold on, so a white man with an opinion that you don't like is worse than a who killed, brag about killing, that we celebrate and idolize.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about this Charlie Kirk situation. I need to talk about it. I need to talk about the stark reality. The stark reality about Charlie Kirk and his message, right? In my mind is this. The people that support him, the men specifically that support him, the black men more specifically that support him, they all have something in common. They all have something in common. They are raging misogynists. Now, I'm not saying that every single raging misogynist is defending Charlie Kirk. And I'm not saying that every single man that is not a raging misogynist won't defend Charlie Kirk. I'm not saying that. I've seen some liberal men. And when I say defend, let me give you what I'm talking about. When I say defend, I mean there are groups of men out here that are trying, there are groups of men and women, but the men I'm talking about right now, they are trying to shame people who are somewhat celebrating or are relieved or are not, or are, vocally I don't know, sharing that they're happy or whatever in some way that Charlie Kirk got murked. They're trying to shame those people, right? There is a group of men, liberal men, white men specifically, that I've seen that are not talking to anybody that is like, that's like, not upset about Charlie Kirk, his demise, right? They're like, hey, this is how I feel. I feel bad. I'm praying for his family. This sucks. This is scary, yada, 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 right? They're not shaming anybody that feels, that doesn't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? The people, though, that are trying to shame the people, I want y'all to know that I see through that. You guys don't give a fuck. You guys don't care about Charlie Kirk or his memory or his legacy or anything, because half of y'all openly admitted to not even knowing what the fuck his message was, or you were playing dumb, right? It could go either way. Don't get me wrong. But I do believe that y'all don't know what he was saying because y'all are stupid and you don't know what he was saying overall. You don't know what he was saying overall. It is it reminds me very much of the discussions that are centered around Kevin Samuels and Kevin Samuels' message, right? So Kevin Samuels was a raging misogynist. Kevin Samuels said things that, I mean, he called black women ugly. He said that they were less attractive than every other group of women. And he told a black woman that she shouldn't listen to her own daughter if her daughter were to tell her that the man in the house touched the daughter, right? Stuff like that. And he called women big linebacker, grizzly bear, gorilla, greasy, fat women, and da-da-da-da-da, and said they'd never deserve love, whatever, right? He's called women average at best and, all types of things. He said the most vile things about women and children. And the men that defended him, when they defend him, they'll mention the few good things that Kevin Samuel said. They'll talk about, oh, he told me to wear cologne and he told me to chase the bag, and like all he's like superficial, like capitalistic, thoughts and processes or whatever the case may be. You gotta chase the bag to get the woman, and just perpetuated harm even in that. But whatever though, right? It's not overtly harmful, I guess. And they'll try to act like that's what they heard and that's the only thing they heard. When I bring up the other things, like I have had many lives where I had to show people who would argue with me about Kevin Simmons, and I would be like, this is what he said. I remember like 2 years ago when he died, I did like a whole live on him, and I had all the videos and like everything queued up. And in the live, I like systematically went through and was like, what do you have to say about this? Like I put him on trial after he died, because all the people that was like, how dare you guys be happy that Kevin Samuels died? And I was like, I mean, he was vile, he was disgusting. And they were like, he was my dad, he was my father figure. And I was like, was he? That's weird, because he said X, Y, and Z. Can you defend this? And none of them could. None of them could defend it. And that's what's happening right now with Charlie Kirk, right? The thing that you guys liked about Charlie Kirk was you liked that he was vile. You try to act like you identify with some positive shit in his no. You liked the fact he was vile. You liked the fact that he talked bad about black people and black women. Charlie Kirk. You liked the fact that he would villainize black people, poor black people, you know, whatever the case may be. You liked the fact that he made fun of black women who were doctors, and then say that they were probably not capable of being doctors, even though we know that the best doctors are women and women of color, right? Statistically. We know that, right? So you like that about his message. That's the thing that you like about his message. And that's why you guys are defending him now, because you like that. That is the part that attracts you to him the most, right? White men, I understand why white men like Charlie Kirk. It's not a justification at all. I understand why white men Charlie Kirk, because when it comes to intersectionality, Charlie Kirk and white men perfectly align, right? Outside of the money, right? Because most white men are poor too, but outside of the economics, the socioeconomics, I completely understand why white men support Charlie Kirk. Everything he said supports the status quo, which keeps white men in power. Completely understand it. Wholeheartedly understand it. Again, not a justification. I could just understand it. It's not, I'm like, I get that. They're still evil, you know what I'm saying? But I get that. Black men, I don't understand. I don't understand. Well, I do. I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying? It's still hard for me to wrap my brain around. It is. And I have come across so many videos of black men defending Charlie Kirk, right? And I'm going to go through them right now with you guys. But I also did something. I took the next step, and this is what I did. So I watched their videos, and they were crying about Charlie Kirk, and they were shaming and wagging their finger at everybody who was like, ding dong, the witch is dead, the Charlie Kirk is gone. And them trying to villainize us, right, on this side. And then I went a little bit further back in their history, not that far back. I made sure it was recent. I don't want that to be the excuse. Like he said that 8 months ago. No. I did it 8 days ago. I did it 8 hours ago. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it 3 days ago. I want you guys to pay attention to the common denominator in all of these men.
Hey, let me say this. You know, because y'all really need to hear this. I see why white people be calling y'all the N-word. And you heard me right. Record this part, save it, give it to whoever. I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass. Ain't nobody even crazy enough to just look at me any type of way. So ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Again, I see why white people.
They just shot a millionaire white man in his neck in broad daylight. I don't know why you think niggas won't do nothing to you. I don't mean that literally like black people. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why you think somebody won't do that shit to you. It's crazy. They just shot a millionaire white man with political connections for his tough. Like, this is what I'm saying, brother. You look tough, right? You may be tough. I don't know, one-on-one. I don't really care about that. That don't affect me one way or the other. But I'm just telling you, we live in America. You are a black man, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't stand for nothing anyway. I don't really respect men that don't stand for nothing. You know what I mean? They not like y'all don't never like worry me. Y'all just be weird for no reason. But I'm just telling you, from one black man to another, um, yeah, anybody can get it. That's one thing I know about the world is that anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Thinking that you tougher than everybody in the world, that's the problem. That's your motherfucking problem right now. You think you bigger and better than everybody in the world. You not. You're not. If somebody want to touch you, they can. Let's just come on now. That's crazy.
People call y'all the N-word. It's like y'all ass go to school. It's like y'all go to school for this shit to trigger somebody, to get them to call you some shit so you could just complain. Because with this Charlie Kirk situation, y'all know good and goddamn well y'all will be losing y'all goddamn mind if the police did something to somebody and y'all go in that comment section and they get to trolling. And then it's like, why don't y'all ever troll the right type of people, goddammit, when they lose their life? Like the people that be out here taking lives. Y'all mad at this man because he used to be whooping y'all ass in these political debates. Y'all couldn't beat him in a political debate, so y'all celebrating what happened to him.
I've seen Charlie Kirk get cooked by 19-year-old blue-haired girls on college campuses. I saw Charlie Kirk get cooked by a man on his own. I think it was his podcast or something like that. When that man held up a picture of a fucking dolphin fetus and asked him, "Was this he said, you want to protect this human baby or something like that?" And Charlie Kirk was like, "Yes, I do." And then he was like, "This is a fucking dolphin fetus, you idiot." And Charlie Kirk looked at the camera. Charlie Kirk got cooked all the time. The delusion that you guys live in where you think Charlie Kirk was owning people is hilarious. A liar can never own anybody. I just want y'all to know, right wingers don't own the left. They don't own liberals. I've never seen it happen before. They get cooked every single time. But y'all like the theater. You like it, you know what I'm saying? You like the performance. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Kirk got cooked all the time. He got cooked all the time because he would lie. How you not getting cooked if you lying? Like, is it like the way I'm telling you as a debater, right? And I hate to think of myself as a debater, but as a man that debates often, the only way that you get cooked is if you lie. I promise you. If you are telling the truth, you can't get cooked. The truth is the truth. And Charlie Kirk never told the truth. He always lied. I promise you, he always lied. Like, I'm not being hyperbolic. He lied all the time. Constantly. Everything he said was a lie.
The man was a husband. He was a father. He ain't did nothing to nobody. He ain't take no life. Again, I see why white people call y'all ass the N-word. I don't even give a damn when they don't listen to y'all ass when y'all try to sit on this internet and say, hey, you're not allowed to say the N-word. Y'all ain't shit to be taken serious at all. How you expect somebody to take your struggle serious, but then you gonna laugh at somebody else? You expect people to feel bad for y'all ass when you get your ass clapped down in the street by police officers or even by each other. Y'all want other races of people to respect that, but y'all want to sit here and laugh at what happened to this man. And I don't give a damn. Sit there and say raccoon this, raccoon that. Like I say, y'all weird ass did the exact same shit to Kevin Samuels. I don't give a damn. That was the most raccoon shit right there in the world. So save all that silly shit. Like I say, ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass. Like I say, I see why white folks call y'all ass the N-word. And it don't even mean they racist. Look how y'all acting. Y'all acting ignorant. Y'all acting ignorant. I really understand. Y'all making it so easy to see. And again, I don't want to hear no crying and no complaining, none of that silly shit. And stop bringing up George Floyd because y'all ass ain't care about that man either. Goddamn it, ain't no black man good to the Democratic side, to the liberal side, unless we in a casket. Other than that, if George Floyd was still breathing, y'all wouldn't even respect that man. Y'all ain't even finna sit here and convince me that y'all will respect him more than y'all respected Kevin Samuels, goddamn it. Like I say, since George Floyd fit y'all agenda, y'all can use him. Y'all try to pretend like y'all care about that man, but y'all don't give a damn about black men. Weird ass. Like I say, Democratic blacks, something wrong with y'all, man. Goddamn it, the Democratic whites don't even think that y'all know how to get y'all own.
I just want y'all to, and I'm not even playing. I don't think this nigga could even vote. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure though that he can't even vote. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't be involved in politics if you can't vote. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure that this man can't vote.
IDs and shit. Malcolm X told y'all about this shit a long time ago, and y'all ass ain't even listening. But like I say, I see why they call y'all ass N-words, and next time they troll y'all ass about some shit that happened, I don't want to hear your mouth, goddammit. I'm gonna bring up this moment. Y'all know what I be waiting on, gang. I just be sitting in the cut. But you know, like I say, it is what it is. Go on here, toast it up, have your little fun right now. But again, I don't want to hear no crying and complaining because you already know what I'm gonna bring up.
Invoking the name of Malcolm X when Malcolm X made the famous quote about the chickens coming home to roost when a white male political figure was assassinated 60-something years ago, and they asked Malcolm about it, and he said, it sounds like the chickens are coming home to roost. Basically, you reap what you sow. You speak violence, you don't care about people, you don't show empathy to people, and then you get killed. It sounds like the chickens coming home to roost. That's what Malcolm said. So for you to invoke Malcolm's name right now, Malcolm told y'all a long time ago, Malcolm never said he liked Republicans. He just said the Democrats are the wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm sorry, he called him the fox. Sorry. That's what he called him. He called him the fox. Okay. We know. But anyways, I just want y'all, like, again, so you hear what he's saying, right? Now, let's get into the type he already touched on. You heard him out, oh, y'all said the same thing about Kevin Samuels. I didn't even know he said that. I didn't watch this whole video, I'll tell y'all. But I think that's funny that he brought up Kevin Samuels. I told y'all that they were just like this with Kevin Samuels. I wasn't playing. Watch the raging misogynoir, the hatred of black women. Watch this. This is what I'm saying. This black woman was crying online because she just so tired of black men talking shit about black women like every day. I think she was saying like men in general, actually, like people just always talking about black women in a negative way. And she was upset. She was frustrated, right? She was venting. And this was his reaction to a black woman crying about how the world treats black women.
Always something to be said about black women.
Poor little baby. You'll be all right. It's called accountability. Get used to it.
All right. Now all of a sudden, he don't have no empathy. He wants us to have all the empathy in the world for Charlie Kirk, but now all of a sudden he don't have no empathy for a black woman. Interesting.
What about you holding men accountable for self-control? How about you ladies stop preying on men for their money? Go on a coffee date. Unalivers and predators, they don't do those. Go on a coffee date. You know, the men y'all need to deal with go on coffee dates. They'll take you out on a coffee date. Go on a coffee date and I guarantee you, y'all will be safe. You know, don't be out there selling your body because you never know who the customer is. Gang.
This might be the weird. So that woman is saying that she is talking about the violence that women suffer at the hands of men. And this fool's response was, go out on a coffee date. The false equivalency, dismissing the plight of black women again and the plight of women again. So men can skirt accountability, right? Okay. This is the same. I just want to keep in mind, it's the same man that was crying and telling us, I see why they call y'all the N-word.
Black people, can y'all please stop acting like the reason why y'all mocking Charlie Kirk's death is because of his political views or his racism that he spurs? It's none of that. It's him holding you accountable to something that you're not willing to change. Y'all did the same thing to Kevin Samuels. Anytime somebody point out something within the black community that we're not willing to change or willing to be accountable for, we literally celebrate their death because now we don't have to fix that thing that they were honing in and giving a lot of attention to.
What did I tell y'all? I swear y'all think I'm playing. I'm telling you, all these dudes, I knew it. I knew they would. It's the same man that was like, I don't understand why y'all hated Kevin Samuels. They're the same fucking man that's like, I don't understand why y'all hate Charlie Kirk. He just held up a mirror to the black community. He was a racist, and Kevin Samuels was a misogynist. Shut the fuck up. They weren't holding us accountable. They needed to be held accountable. That's why we fucking rejoice when these motherfuckers is gone. What are you talking about? That is not what happened. This revisionist history is crazy.
Ain't no way in hell I'm seeing the same people that were saying R.P. King Von talking about Charlie Kirk. Hold on. So a white man with an opinion that you don't like is worse than a nigga who killed niggas and brag about killing niggas that we celebrate and idolize.
This might be one of the dumber takes I've heard, because no, the niggas that are King Von crash out, niggas that like NBA young boy and shit, them niggas love Charlie Kirk, or they don't know nothing about him. They love Kevin Samuels. It's the niggas like you. I bet you listen to more King Von than I did. I only like 2 King Von songs. I didn't fuck with King Von. What the fuck is you talking about? The niggas that love King Von is the niggas like you. The niggas that's on your page, that support you, that's in your comments, they like King Von, bro. The projection is so crazy, bro. It is y'all. The same niggas that like King Von, the same dudes that like King Von are the same dudes that agree with you when you say shit like this.
If I was DDG, I would have slapped the shit out of India Love. Bitch, what the fuck you mean between the ages of 19 and 25, you never missed a shot? So, bitch, what you trying to tell me is every nigga you was attracted to, you fucked him. Huh? You freaky bitch. I should...
Yeah. The men who love King Von, the men who love NBA YoungBoy, them type, they like this content. That's your base. Your base is King Von supporters, bro. They like this type of brain dead take from you. And y'all see how strong the misogyny is, threatening violence against a woman. I don't play with that shit. It was a joke. He could put all the laughing emojis he want. He just said he would slap a woman for sleeping with men when he wasn't with her. But he got a heart of gold all of a sudden when it come to Charlie Kirk and Kevin Samuels. Man,
if that's what it took for y'all to shoot Charlie Kirk, you bitches about to fucking blow me up. I swear to God. You bitches about to blow me up. I'm never gonna shut up. I will never shut the fuck up. I don't fear now one of you crazy motherfuckers. That's why you shot him for so fucking far, because you's a bitch. I don't fear you bitches, and I don't fear death for real, nigga. God just so happy to get me hit by a car in 2023. I died and came back. The person you see today is the only reason why I got there. I fasted for 35 days. I got close and in touch with God, and my discernment is on point. You bitches gonna have to blow me the fuck up. Shoot, this is my picture I want on my mural. That's my picture, y'all. Y'all put that out there. I want it in marble, because I'm never shutting the fuck up. Fuck you niggas.
I'm not a godly man, but mentioning God and then saying FUB words and then threatening violence against people is crazy. But anyways, shall we continue? The misogyny. Are y'all seeing if you guys haven't caught on yet, the misogyny is crazy within these men. The misogyny are crazy. Wicked work. In all of them. Every single one of them.
Do you see this? I got money. Still not going 50-50. Can't do it. Okay, I can afford the lifestyle that I want.
Shut your ugly ass up. Don't nobody give a fuck about your degree. We can't put that shit on our fucking resume. And we can't use your money to pay for none of these fucking bills. So why the fuck would we care what your ugly ass think? Nobody told you us niggas with money want somebody pretty and soft to lay on side of. Not you ugly educated bitches. I don't want to take your insecure ass no fucking well. All these hoes hollering at a nigga. You gotta be the baddest motherfucker if you when the nigga got money. Fuck all that. You don't give a fuck about your damn degree. Can't use that shit nowhere. It's always the undesirables that talk about they ain't gonna do no motherfucking 50-50. Pay 100. I'm trying to see how you fucking lose when you paying 50-50 with a nigga that like you. Pay 100, because the dude that got the money, he ain't gonna never settle down with your ugly ass. You want me to keep it real?
I ain't got to say nothing, y'all. Y'all see it. You see it. Watch. It keeps coming. It keeps coming. It don't stop.
You know, it's sad that we live in a world where nobody can express their opinions anymore. Like I say this time and time again, we all don't have to agree on the same thing. We're not supposed to agree on the same thing. I feel like that's what people fail to realize, that we are individual creatures on this earth with anecdotal experience. At a point, if everybody agreed on everything, nothing would ever be created. Because that simply means that nobody is thinking outside of the box. And nobody is genuinely being their true self. We can learn to accept everything else, everybody else, being whoever and whatever they want. But it's sad that as a society, we can't come to accept the fact that everybody has their own individual minds and thinks in their own individual manner. And although, yes, we can criticize and we can shame and we can say, no, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong, this is right. But that is your free will to do so, because you are a human with an opinion. Everyone should be allowed to have an opinion. But once it becomes physical or violent, that's insane. Then there's literally people that glorify the violence towards somebody just because they didn't like their opinion on something. That world we live in. But I'm just a nigga who lift weights. What do I know?
All this is in defense of a racist, bigoted, misogynistic, transphobic, genocidal, homicidal, you know what I'm saying, person, but whatever. The name of he named his video, Women Are Not Fun People. Listen.
Men do not grow up. They just get more expensive toys to play with. That's it. They just get more expensive toys to play with. Tell me that ain't the motherfucking big wheel we all used to play with back in the day.
And women don't stop nagging, they just become more miserable. The older I get, the more I realize that women just aren't fun. It blows me how unfun y'all really are. Like, I don't think I've really ever ran into a woman that I can genuinely say, bro, she's a fun person to be around. I don't think I ever ran into a woman I can genuinely say that is a fun person to fucking be around. Most of them just live in this constant state of nagging, complaining, bitching, and just, ugh. Like, damn, okay, fun police. Why are y'all this way? Why can't y'all just sit back, relax, fucking enjoy the peacefulness of something? Like, damn, you want to ride? You mad because you ain't on the back of the fucking motorcycle or something? I guarantee you if that was a nigga with a motorcycle, she'd be on the back of that bitch. Happy as hell. But because she's not, she's gonna nag and complain about it. Because it's a group of men having fun, riding their motorcycles, not bothering anybody, enjoying life in peace, she smells it. They're the fun police. They smell it. No fun on my watch. But what do I know? I'm just a nigga who lift weights. Have a good day.
Women aren't fun people. Now, you heard everything that he just said about women and how, you know, they're so dumb, you know, whatever. I don't know. They're not fun. They're nagging and all of that stuff. I kept going. I scrolled up just a little bit on this video. Actually, I was scrolling down. So I hit this video first, and not this one, the one I'm about to show you. Then I found the video I just showed y'all. But listen to how much he contradicts himself. This is just a side note. I just did this for shits and gigs. I want y'all to keep in mind, these videos were like hours apart. Like it was like 36 hours apart when he made those two videos.
Unpopular opinion, but popular opinion. You know, the older I get, I honestly realize and understand why marriages don't work. And if I'm being 100% honest, I'm honestly blaming the men. Now, granted, you do have women that get in marriages and think it's just supposed to be some fucking frog and princess fucking red carpet rollout bullshit. But typically on an everyday basis, especially when I pay attention and I talk to women, you know, on this app and in real life, especially if you ever talk to a married man and you ask them like why y'all divorced or why y'all split up, it be making so much sense. So typically what I find is, right, and this is why they always say women are never satisfied, they just want more and more and more, which is true, right? That's where the disconnect comes in at, though. I feel like every couple years, maybe three to 5 years, right? Maybe even 2, maybe even a couple months. That woman is generally usually growing, right? As a person, her mind is just expanding. And whatever her mind expands into is something that she just wants to pursue. And this is also something I heard from most women. The person that you had married at that altar is going to be a completely different person 3 or 5 years from now. Most men can't accept that, right? Or most men don't give women the space or the mental comfort enough to be able to expand their wings and just, you feel me, fly, like be who they actually are. Or better yet, be who they are growing into. As men, we usually are stable-minded, if that makes sense. Like we usually consider.
Keep in mind, in the previous video, he said women are the fun police. Now he is describing men are actually the ones who don't allow women to grow and to be themselves, which would show that men are actually the ones that aren't fun. He just made these two. I promise y'all, these two videos was within 2 days of each other. It's just hilarious to me.
Consistent in doing what the fuck we do, and we consistent with the way things are, and we comfortable with the way things are majority of the time. We kind of like creatures as if when things are working, we just like the way it works sometimes. We don't like too much change because that's when shit starts to get a little funky for us. For example, this is why a man can live in a house for 20-some years and make very minor fucking decorations to that house. But a woman moves in the house and she wants to decorate the bathroom every other week, every other month, a year. She's the one putting up the Christmas ornaments and all, you feel me, the Christmas decorations, buying new decorations, constantly wanting to change the color of the house or the bathroom, color theme and scheme and shit. Their mind is always in a constant, like,
growth stage, if I'm being honest. They want to see what works, different shit that works and what doesn't work, at least from what I've seen. Most dudes, we just cool with it, you feel me? If this motherfucking bathroom been great for 5 goddamn weeks to 5 months, I'm good. The color of the bathroom not hurting my feelings, but they not like that. But this is the part where it always ends, right? When she's in this growth stage and you're still here, in your head, you like, man, she acting different. I don't know what the fuck she acting different for, boy. She changed, man, she changed. But on the same hand, while you're over here, like, saying that she changed, she's not changing. I feel like she's growing. But by you saying that she's changing, you're making it an uncomfortable environment for her brain to actually feel comfortable enough to tell you, the changes that she's going through. More of the story is, most men just get comfortable with the way things are, and majority of women are always in a mindset of constant change, which I feel the two can come together and work. You feel me? It's just a matter of how open and comfortable do you make her feel with being in constant change. Most dudes nag when a woman is in constant change. You can't nag it. You just gotta be accepting to it and be open to it. But you ain't gotta listen to me. I don't know shit. I ain't fucking psychologist / therapist. What do I know? I'm just a nigga who lift weights.
The last video, he said that women nag all the time. Like, anyways, I just did that for fun, just to show how stupid these dudes are. And they just be saying whatever is convenient because they be pandering to men 99.9% of the time. But that's it. I got more videos. I could keep going with this. I could do a part 2, a part 3, a part 4. I got so many videos of men, black men specifically, defending Charlie Kirk. And then you go look at their content, and their content is nothing but rage baited, anti-black woman, anti-black people, you know what I'm saying? Rhetoric all day long, defending Kevin Samuels, defending racist white people who attack black people, defending men who attack women, threatening violence against women openly, calling women nags, gaslighting women, just whole pages full of that. And then all of a sudden it's Charlie Kirk was a saint. He was just sharing his opinion. No, he wasn't, and nor are you. Just so we clear, nor are you. That's why these men love Charlie Kirk. White men love Charlie Kirk because of his racism, because of his misogyny, because of his misogynoir. Black men love Charlie Kirk because of his misogynoir and because of his misogyny. They also like the anti-blackness. They do, because the way that white supremacy gets black men to buy in to anti-blackness is to get them to buy into hating black women. And once you hate, it's proof that if you hate black women, you're going to hate black men. Like it's gonna go hand in hand. These dudes hate black men too. No, like they do. They hate black people. If you listen to what they were saying, oh, I see why they call y'all the N-word. I see why they call y'all the N-word. You niggas deserve it. Like, what? Wow. Okay. All right. Got you. I hear you.